Hey guys, Sean Owen here, and today I wanted to cover probably one of the most important topic when it comes to Kindle publishing, self-publishing, and that's basically understanding the Amazon algorithm. So when it comes to Amazon and why they show one product compared to a different product on the top of the search results, how do they determine this? What are the determining factors? Those are literally the foundation, the fundamentals that you need to understand in order to create your books accordingly, and so that it has a maximum chance to rank on the search results and get those exposures. So understanding this is crucial, and it's probably it's a really valuable information that I want to tell you guys. So starting off, before I start, I don't want to take all the credit for this information. I've been studying Nick Stephenson's videos a lot recently, and this is coming from, a lot of this is coming from him. So I need to give him credit first before I get started. But without further ado, let's get started. So first, Amazon displays books based on multiple triggers or multiple factors. The first one obviously is sales, right? How many sales the book has, because the more sales the book makes, the more money it is making for Amazon. So obviously Amazon wants to show that book higher in the search results as well. But it's not just about that. The second factor is popularity. So the sales price, obviously, if it's higher, right, Amazon will make more money per sale. So that comes into consideration as well. The relevance. So that's the relevance with the keywords. So if somebody's typing in ketogenic diet, and if your book title is ketogenic diet, it's relevant. So you're more likely to be shown on that. If your book title is paleo diet, it doesn't really make sense for Amazon to show your books on a ketogenic diet keyword search results, right? The next one is reviews. So obviously, if your book has a lot of good positive reviews, it shows that the book is good quality, popular, and that helps as well. The next one is metadata. So this is basically the information you put in when you're uploading your books. So the titles, the keywords in the titles and the subtitles, the keywords you choose in the 7 keywords section when you're uploading your book, and also the categories. So those all comes into consideration. I'll explain later how it works. So the next one is conversion rate. So conversion rate basically is, of all the people that clicks on your book and lands to the product page, how many percent of those people actually buys your book, right? And I don't know the exact percentage of what's good and what's bad, but what you need to focus on is having everything aligned. So from your ad copy, if you're running AMS ad, to your titles, to the book description, which is super important, all needs to be aligned for the conversion rate to be good, right? It doesn't make sense if you're running ads to. Okay, so I have an example. So if you have a ketogenic diet book, right? But for AMS, you put paleo diet as a target keyword, and you run your ketogenic diet book to be shown on paleo diet search results. So people will see your book. First of all, I don't think they'll click on it because they're looking for paleo diet books, right? When they search on paleo diet, and they're seeing your ketogenic diet book ad. So it's not aligned. They're probably not going to click it. But if they do click on it, now they're looking at the product page, explaining all about ketogenic diet. I'm guessing very few of those people will actually buy, and your conversion rate will be very low. So those are some of the factors that you need to consider. Everything must be aligned to increase your conversion rate. And the last one is publication date. So obviously new books gets a boost. So it's about 30 days after the book is released. Amazon gives a little more boost on new books to see if it actually performs well or not. So the third factor is relevance. So metadata and conversion rates, going back to it. Metadata, like I said, another example is if you are actually running ads to ketogenic diet, right? And So you're running a ketogenic book to a ketogenic diet search results, so it's connected there. People who are searching for ketogenic diet will see your book on ketogenic diet there, but if they click on it and your book description is terrible, for example, they will read your book description, they get turned off, they click away, they don't buy your book. So that's another factor that will lower your conversion rate. Another conversion rate, factor would be like your title being really bad, because sometimes if you have a long subtitle, they don't see the whole thing when in the search results. So they click on the product, go to the product page, they read the whole title, and if it doesn't really sound good, then they will click away as well. But those affect conversion rates as well. Metadata is another thing. So what I want to talk about this is, a lot of people try and keyword stuff their subtitle to see if they can rank in other keywords. So you can have a ketogenic diet book, and in the subtitle you can put like vegan diet, paleo diet, all of those stuff, right? And those are all profitable keywords, but it doesn't really make sense. Why would you have a ketogenic diet and put vegan diet and paleo diet in your subtitle just so you can rank, right? In those keywords. Even if you can rank initially for the 30-day new book boost that you get, and even if you rank on vegan diet or paleo diet, you aren't gonna get any sales, because people who search for vegan diet are looking for vegan diet, so they're not gonna buy your ketogenic diet books, right? That will tell Amazon that, hey, your book is not relevant in the vegan diet section. Your book is going to start drop, and they will not show your book in the vegan diet or paleo diet search results. So there's really no meaning in putting keyword stuffing, like irrelevant keywords, in your subtitles, if that makes sense. Keyword stuffing might work, but you have to have relevant related keywords in your titles. The last one is sales history. So it's better to have slow, consistent sales rather than sudden spikes. So that kind of explains everything, but it's better to have consistent sales. I had books where it got a lot of consistent sales for a long time. It went up to page 1, and even though it started getting bad reviews, the book stopped selling for a while. It was stuck on page 1 for a really, really long time, because before that it was getting daily sales very, very consistently. So I definitely experienced that firsthand as well. Yeah, so let's go to the next slide. So what should you do with this information? So you want to focus on metadata for long-term sales. So again, the title, the subtitle must be, it has to make sense, right? You don't want to keyword stuff weird keywords in your subtitles. And even in the 7 keyword categories, just because those keywords are profitable doesn't mean you can put anything in that 7 keywords. If you're making a ketogenic diet book, you want to probably put like low carb, high protein, high fat, those kind of stuff in the 7 keyword section. So your book your book will rank on those keywords, but it doesn't really make sense to put like vegan diet in there, paleo diet, right? Because it's irrelevant. So think about what's best for the customers. Amazon cares about customers way more than publishers, if you haven't noticed yet. And optimize your conversion rates, meaning the description has to be really good, the title, covers, traffic, and relevance. So description, title, covers, that's pretty self-explanatory. The traffic is basically the keyword you target to, and also the AMS ads that you run. So again, it doesn't make sense to run traffic to your ketogenic diet book using vegan diet keywords, right? You're running the wrong traffic to the book, so you want to fix that as well. And that also goes to the relevance factor. So make sure that your keywords are targeted. I explained this already, the title keyword and 7 keyword section, make sure it's all relevant, it's all connected, it's all within the same topic. Make sure you're not in random different categories, not too broad. So if you have a ketogenic diet book, there's no sense putting your categories in computer programming, self-help. It doesn't make sense, and it affects your metadata ranking as well. All right, so the next one is make sure your description aligns with your title and is well written. So basically, if your ketogenic book title claims that ketogenic diet for women, right? If the book title is ketogenic diet for women, and in the subtitle it claims that 30 recipes for women to lose and burn fat fast, right? Your description better talk about the same thing. You know what I mean? It should be catered to ketogenic diet for women, and also talk about the 30 recipes and not something else like ketogenic diet overall, or ketogenic diet for athletes or something like that. It all needs to be aligned. Of course, the cover is the same thing too. The cover should be ketogenic diet for women kind of cover, and that's pretty obvious. But not only that, but the description must be well written so that people read that, they get interested in the book and they want to buy. And so one of the best courses for copywriting and improving on your description is Double Your Kindle Sales course by my friend Ollie. I highly recommend it, and I will put the link in the description if you are interested. So the last thing I want to cover is, this is generally the steps of what the customers take to purchase your book. So first, they search the keyword, right? They search ketogenic diet. They see this ketogenic diet search results. Then they see your book cover. Then they read your title. And if that's good, then they click on, they look at the reviews. And if you have good reviews, then they click on the book, they open the product page. And finally, they read your description. If everything's aligned, if everything sounds good, they buy. So keyword, book cover, title, description, it all has to be congruent. It all has to be well put and made. So that's probably the most important thing when it comes to this. So hopefully that was helpful. That was the end of the slide, but hopefully that was helpful, and I hope you found some value. I hope this explained how Amazon ranks your book. So focus on congruency, focus on relevancy, look at all the factors that I covered, see how you can improve on your current book or the next book, and let me know how it goes in the comment section. If you have any success stories following this, please let me know. I would appreciate it. And if you like the video, please like it and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.